1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Fly me to the moon and let me play amongst the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter, Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you.
So then it's like the solo, and then, hey, Joel Azai, you'll be part of the stream, my man. Okay, and then for the verse 3, it's got some funky business. Let me just do that.
Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you.
Cool. So this is a really nice song to play. But I found that there weren't any correct chords for this song on Ultimate Guitar or on tutorials. I didn't really watch all of the tutorials, but it didn't really sound that good. But anyway, so this song uses a lot of chords. I'm quickly going to go over some of the major shapes that we're going to use. And let me zoom in here. And that's the hardest thing of the song, is all the different chords. Okay, so the first type of chord that we're going to use a lot is the minor 7th with the root on the 5th string. Okay, so the minor 7th you need to know everywhere. A minor 7, G minor 7. Let's just take away the iPad quickly. So you need to know your minor 7 chords, and sometimes I play them like this because then you can easily make the chord. I just want to zoom in properly here. There we go. Then you can easily make it a dominant 7 just by putting your finger there. So there's A minor 7 and A7, A minor 7, A7. Or you could do it like this, A minor 7 and A7. And with the right hand, you're just doing thumb and the fingers for the rest. Okay, so that happens a lot in this song. Also, you need to know your minor 7 with the root on the A string. So this is your D minor 7, bar with this finger, and then add these two like so. Comes from the straight minor, A minor 7. Okay, and that also needs to sometimes be a dominant 7 like this, D7, D minor 7, D7, D minor 7. What you also need to know is your major 7 shape. That's your 7th shape, dominant 7, C7, C major 7. Okay, so let's just go with that. A minor 7, A7, D minor 7, D7, D major 7. And then the last chord that you need to know is your minor 7 flat 5. It's always going to be a B minor 7 flat 5. It's the zigzag chord. It's not your full diminished chord, it's half diminished. Which your full diminished would be like this. Something like that. And this one is just half diminished, so the 7th is still the 7th. Okay. And this chord you can also play here. And I also use an alternate voicing for the 7th chord. It's an E7 like this. C shape. C shape all the way to the 7th fret with the pinky. Okay, so let's go over the chord progression slowly. Let's just pop the iPad back there so you can see that. And I'm going to make it a little bit bigger for this part of the tutorial. Okay, so the A minor 7 is like this.
Fly me to the moon and let me play
G7 amongst the stars, then C7. F major 7, oh we didn't do the F, so C major 7 is like this, F major 7 is like this. It's like an A minor, but with the F in the bass. And you can also play C major 7 here. F major 7 too. Okay, second line. Let me see what spring is like on E7, Jupiter and Mars. Or you could do in other words, then G7, hold my hand. Now that turnaround is optional. That's what the big band does in the original recording, but you don't have to do that. It sounds fine if you just hang on the C. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me. Boom, boom. So it's like a kiss me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the next part. Okay, the next part is almost exactly the same, except there in the third line you have a turnaround. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. C6 you can play like that, or like this. Almost kind of like a zigzag chord, just 8, 7, 9, 7, 8. I love you with you. Then it's the solo, which is the solo is the same as verse 1, so I'm not going to go over that. It's pretty easy, okay? Then verse 3 has got some really nice things at the end there. In other words, please be true. In other words, in other words, I love you. That's the kind of thing the little piano does. If you know the original, then you'll know what I'm talking about there. But you don't have to do that funky thing. You just could go from the third line. In other words, please be E7, A7. In other words, oh, how does that sing? In other words, please. In other words, please be true. I like to do that kind of pinky doing with a sharp 11 there. Sounds really nice to me. In other words, because what the trumpet does, the trumpets do that in the original. Boo, 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 boo. In other words, F minor 7, B7. And this one I don't play all the way down with the right hand to the B string. I just go I love you. Really nice resolve there. Okay, that's it for this lesson. Quite an intermediate advanced lesson, and it's really fun to play and sing along to, and have a nice time playing it. If you have any questions, book a lesson with me and I'll be happy to help you. Have a nice day.